I haven't brushed my teeth in 84 years. Hello, cheers, and welcome to another video. My name's Taylor.
And I'm Ann.
And welcome to TCM Talks. Today, we're going to be talking about Dracula by Bram Stoker.
A tooth literally fell out while I was talking.
Oh, my lipstick! Hello, cheers, and welcome to another video. My name is Taylor.
And I'm Rayanne.
And welcome to Tipsy Book Talks.
Yay.
Today we are going to be discussing Dracula by Bram Stoker. So we are very excited, aka the terrible teeth that we had in the beginning.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, those were not our real teeth.
Couldn't tell.
Right.
We made vampire kiss shots that look disgusting.
Here you go. They are,
I'm gonna make Rayanne drink the full one. Why does it look like it's curdling?
It's Bailey's vodka and some raspberries.
It literally looks like it's curdling.
On Pinterest, it looks so much cuter, and this is so gross, so you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna do it.
I don't know if we did it wrong, but it's ugly, and it looks like it's curdling, and I'm a little afraid to, like, die.
I could have definitely done it wrong, but you know what? It is what it is. We're just gonna take them now.
No!
Oh, all right. Yeah. I was like,
oh
I
my
don't
god,
know how
look at it. Literally looks like it's curdled.
All right, let's f***ing do this shit.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh. All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my god. I'm not finishing it. I'm not finishing it. I only drank that much. It was really gross. I made a vodka shot with just some strawberry syrup in it because I couldn't do it.
Go, girl. That looked awful.
So pick a different drink.
Yeah, so definitely don't do that. That was a lot. And
Find another Dracula drink.
That was hard.
10 out of 10 do not recommend.
So, like our One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, we're gonna go ahead and make this video a non-spoiler and a spoiler section. So obviously we're doing the non-spoiler first. Quick bio summary is this book is about a vampire.
No.
Dun, dun, dun.
You don't know who the Dracula is? Again, you are too young to be on this channel.
So bottom line, this book is about a vampire who has somebody stop by, and then he ends up leaving his castle, which personally I thought that the entire thing took place in the castle, so I was wrong. But yeah, Dracula's in the castle, he leaves the castle, he it up. Yep. Bottom line premise of this.
All within like the same group of people too.
Yeah, he doesn't really expand it out far.
I don't know why he targets like the same group, but he does.
He just he knows. He knows.
Yeah, what's your rating?
I would actually rate this book surprisingly probably 4. Yeah. The thing is okay, so if you have never read Frankenstein as well, this is very in par to Frankenstein, where it's a lot of journal entries, it's a lot of storytelling, and it is very in-depth. Mm-hmm. So that's the only thing that I gotta say. But I kind of enjoyed it because I listened to it mostly as an audiobook, so it was a fun like story time to have of just listening to the entire runnings of what was going on in Dracula.
Yeah. Plus I also think, so with it being on par to Frankenstein, if you guys don't know this, like Frankenstein and Dracula were basically like conceived at the exact same time. So I don't know if you guys watched Drunk History, but we watched the Frankenstein Drunk History one time after we filmed the video.
Oh,
and like we're doing a Frankenstein video later this month, so keep your eye out for that. Mm-hmm. But literally like we watched the Drunk Frankenstein video, and like basically like Mary Shelley and all these like romantic authors, Lord Byron, met up and started telling scary stories, and both of these stories were birthed there. So Bram Stoker actually took this book and based it off of Lord Byron's story. So food for thought, a little bit of interesting stuff in there. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 stars as well. I did not expect to like this book as much as I did. I read Frankenstein beforehand, and I'll talk about Frankenstein too when we get to it, but I didn't like it as much. So I was expecting it to like it about the same amount that I liked Frankenstein, and then I was kind of blown away by how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on in this book that I was like, wait, this is actually kind of fun.
Yeah, I thought it was really funny at first, and then it would be like randomly, like, I'd be like, this is so stupid, and then randomly I'd be like, what? That's terrifying. And then like I would be really excited about it. I'd be like, what's happening next?
Yeah,
I had such a good time. I listened to a lot of the audiobook too. I kind of switched back and forth. I used LibriVox, so that's an app if you guys don't know what it is. This is not sponsored, but I'm just giving you guys some great, excellent.
Not spawn.
Yeah, not spawn, but you can sponsor us if you want.
If you want.
But I use the LibriVox app, and it's like completely free, and it has all public domain classic books on it. Excellent if you're like driving, love it. So I listened to it on there. The girl who did it was great, so yeah. 10 out of 10 recommend, but I gave it a 4 stars because I had a really good time reading it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I think we're good to move on to our spoiler section. So if you have not read it and you still want to read it, please go ahead and just pause here, move on, go read it, go listen to it. It's maybe about 6 hours long, so come back tomorrow.
Yeah, plus you may think that you know the story of Dracula, because for the longest time I thought I knew the story of Dracula, but you don't.
You'd be
Go read it.
Go. Just go. Big on.
Spoiler section!
Hello! And welcome back.
Friends.
Or if you stayed watching, hi again.
Hi. Hello. So spoiler section. So we are going to talk about our favorite and least favorite characters next.
Yes.
So who are your favorite characters?
My absolute favorite character has to be Mina Moreau.
Well, Mina Harker.
Yeah, I
for most of it, she's Mina Harker.
I consider her Mina Harker because she ends up getting married to Jonathan Harker, our main, like, talked about man protagonist. So, the male protagonist. But Mina is so badass and so cool. I want to befriend her so badly, and I just want to, like, sit down and talk to her about life, because not only is she writing where she's like, I've never written anything before and this is a lot of fun, but also I have a very distinct and clear mindset of what I want to do and where I want to go, and I'm like, proud of you. Yeah, no, she is such a badass woman that I'm like, yes, I approve. This is great. I love Mina.
Do you have another one or just Mina?
No, it's just Mina.
Okay, I also want to talk about Mina because not only that, but Mina is like the fucking smartest character here. So like obviously Van Helsing, like we all know that that man is the shit.
Yeah.
But Mina is just like, first of all, she's like the sweetest person. She's literally just waiting there to help. She's like, okay, like I know that I probably can't defeat this man, but I am going to stand by you guys and do whatever I can to help. She does a great job of just like basically like providing any type of support that she can. And then I have like a couple, I think I have like a million quotes saved by Mina. I don't know. I probably won't go through them. But there's a part where she's like, basically, oh, it was right when, okay, sorry, I'm about to get into it. I'm already kind of feeling the vodka set in. I'm so sorry.
All right, so.
But you know the part where like Mina finds out that like basically she's gonna die. She's tied to Dracula at this point, and she's like, okay, so right now he has complete power over me and I don't have complete power over myself. And in order to basically not hurt my friends, I want you guys to kill me. And then she makes every single man in that room commit to like killing her. And she wasn't even scared at all. Sorry, 1 second. But yeah, so Mina goes around and makes sure that every man agrees to basically put like the good of the world before her. And like, it's just like such a badass, beautiful moment where I'm like, oh my God, queen. I love her so much.
Honestly, I don't really have a lot of least favorite characters in this, but I guess my most least favorite character is probably Dracula, because he's like an annoying piece of shit the entire time. He just keeps running, and he's so like, he's so effervescently just like getting away all the time. And I'm like, okay, I thought we had him here. Like, the only reason I did not like the story was because of how long it was and how long the fight to get to Dracula was, because I thought that they had gotten Dracula so much quicker than they had gotten it, and then the story continued and I was like, wait, I'm so confused.
He was right there.
Like, he was literally there, and it's like, So in the end, when Mina's seeing everywhere that he is, I'm like, they found him, right? Like, they know where he is, right? And then I'm like, right. People don't have cars. They're not traveling fast. Like, it's so slow and it takes days on end to get anywhere. I'm like, oh, dear God.
I also just, like, saw Dracula, like, as a funny character for so long, too. Like, at the beginning, when John Harker first shows up to Dracula's castle, like, he literally, like, gets on, like, with this coachman. And then he gets to the house and the coachman is being really weird and kind of disappears. And then, like, Dracula runs. So I'm just imagining, like, the just coachman, like, he thinks that, like, the coachman was Dracula, which it was.
It was.
So Dracula's, like, sitting there being his own coachman. And then he, like, lets him off. And then he, like, runs around and gets inside the fucking house and then, like, changes. And I'm just, like, imagining, like,
yeah,
like, changing. And then he's, like, opening the door all sly. I have servants. My least favorite character. So in the beginning... I know, surprise, I have to burp. I actually hated Lucy in the beginning.
Wow.
And I know, I just thought she was so annoying. She would just, like, the way that she talked about men, like, really irritated me. And, like, okay, she had 3 men, like, fawning for her, like, super in love with her. But she was, like, in love with Arthur. But, like, the way that she talked about men, I was just like, what else is there to you?
What do you got going on?
What else do you like? Do you like anything else other than men?
Yeah.
I remember there was, like, specifically one quote where I was like, ew. She said, my dear Mina, why are men so noble when we women are so little worthy of them? It keeps going on, but it's basically how, like, men are so much more superior to women, and who are we to deserve them? And I just, she annoyed the fuck out of me, like, the first half, and then she turned into a vampire, and I was like, fuck yeah, it's getting good.
Great, awesome, she's gonna die. That was definitely something that cracked me up, was I was like, ooh, Lucy's a vampire. Okay, what happens next? And then it's like, she's dead. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is it.
She was a vampire for, like, 4 pages.
Yeah, exactly.
I also put that I didn't really like John Harker, too, mainly because, like, well, first of all, he was really stupid. Like, he never caught on to shit. Like, he was, like, the last person. But then towards the end, like, they start cutting Mina out of a lot of the stuff. Yeah. And, like, I know that she's okay with it, but, like, she's also one of the smartest people and knows everyone's story because she actually listened. So she, like, knows John's story. She knows Dr. Seward's story. She knows Lucy's story. Like, she knows everything. And, like, for some reason, like, no matter how much she has basically, like, put together, he all of a sudden is like, okay, I think it's best that we, like, shut you out now for your protection. Yeah. And it just annoys me.
Yeah, mostly because I also don't care what Jonathan has to say at the end. Like, he's great in the beginning, good introduction to Dracula, but after that I'm like, you've had your time.
I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah,
I thought he was dead.
He was dead.
And I was okay with it.
Yeah.
And then he came back and I was like, what happened?
Yeah, getting to that point I was like, wait,
and that was alive? Also something so interesting. Why didn't Dracula kill Jonathan?
Because Jonathan was imperative to getting to England. He needs to learn about the English culture.
Yeah, but, like, he did all of that, and then when Jonathan tried to escape, Dracula got to him. So it makes it seem like Jonathan's dead, but then he, like, all of a sudden shows up with a fever. I'm like, why did Dracula still need him alive at that point? It's like Dracula is totally okay with killing women and, like, so, like, having them become vampires, but he doesn't kill men.
But that's the thing, is killing women to him is just turning them into vampires. He just wants to have 1,000,000 wives.
The whole entire time, I could not stop fixating on blood types.
Yes.
I could not handle it because I know, like, there's a point where just random men kept giving Lucy transfusions, and then, like, literally Van Helsing was like, another, like, exactly what she needs, a strong man's blood.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, but is he the right blood type? I feel like that's something that should be talked about.
So I feel like Bram Stoker was like, how do we exchange blood? I don't really know, but I think this is it.
You know, this is kind of what I'm thinking about. And every time I was like, what if she's dying?
Yeah.
Because you guys are giving her the blood type.
Okay, I was thinking that, and then I instantly thought, okay, is she actually eating? Like, is she getting healthier because she's, like, not having to suck blood, but she's been given blood?
Maybe.
Like, I feel like that's what happens. Like, the first time that she was supposed to be, like, getting blood from a healthy person, she actually was just, like, getting fed blood, so she's living longer as, like, a vampire.
I don't know. There was a lot of things that I fixated on, but not enough to dislike the book.
No, not at all. I was going to say, is there any specific theme that... See, all I was thinking of was the theme of religion and how religion's brought up a lot. How Jonathan Harker basically questions all of his religion the entire time that he's there. And he was never really a religious person, but when everybody was trying to tell him, like, oh, you have to be careful, you have to be careful, you don't know the demons that you're entering into, he was like, this is a load of baloney. And then, like, the minute that crucifix seared Dracula, he was like, I believe so much more in it now. So it was just the questioning and, like, commentary on religion. There were a lot of examples throughout the book that questioned religion that I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. But
I think even too, like, Mina also deals with that because she is like, I am this devout Christian and I have done so much to, like, basically, like, continue in being, like, that virtuous woman. And then when she, like, gets the mark received upon her head, she is like, I am going to be damned. Like, I am now damned. I am going to hell. But I still, like, love God.
Yeah.
So it was, like, almost like the two parallels where, like, Jonathan didn't believe in it for the very longest time until, like, he was basically like, okay, that's what saved me.
Yeah.
Versus Mina, where it was like, I believe in it so hard, but, like, that's what damned me now.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was a very interesting, like, almost like, not parallel, I guess parallel going opposite ways. I thought it was super interesting.
Yeah, that was the only thing that I could think of. It was also very interesting to me because I was like, there were a lot of, like, supernatural, obviously, Dracula vampire, but I was like, there were a lot of, like, he made mention of, like, the weird sisters for the three girls that approached him, and I thought that was a very interesting way to describe them. Because I was like, they're used, like, that entire analogy is used so many times, obviously, in
Most
Shakespeare.
well known in Macbeth, yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel like I would love a story just based off of the three, like, weird sisters, like, the three women.
Oh, yeah, like, figuring
I would love that because, like, Dracula was kind of boring, but every time the three women showed up, I was like,
what's happening there? Why are they here? It's also just how they describe the women. You can tell that this was written by a man.
Exactly. The fact that the women, like, the women vampires were very, like, sinful and, like, sexual.
They were so sexualized.
Yeah.
Funny story, I was reading it right when my girlfriend came home, and I was like, you ruined the best part of this book. I was listening to this erotica novel about these women with voluptuous lips, and it was just like, Dracula's like tall, thin, white, pale.
So the women aren't entranced by Dracula the same way.
No,
They're
no,
not, like, attracted to him.
No.
They don't, like, want to sleep with him.
No.
They're just like, I don't know why, but I'm just kind of getting woozy. Meanwhile, like, Jonathan's like, for some reason, I want to bang these women.
Yeah! Oh my gosh.
I'm in love with Mina, but I don't know what it is. I just really want to bang these ladies. Like,
if Mina were to read this, I do apologize, but I cannot deny that I want to sleep with these women.
and then Mina does read it.
And then Mina reads it all. I'm like, how?
Mina.
Why is she still there? Oh, she deserved so much better. All right, so I think that is all.
Is it?
Is it?
Boozed.
Dear God, no. Okay, so I think this is the first time we've boozed.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically what this is Taylor and I went to Michael's and we saw this and we were planning on boozing each other at random points in time. So all throughout our filming of our October videos,
And of course I would give Rayanne the worst drink.
She knew. She was like, this is not my drink. She's got this. I have faith in her. But yeah, so
She has plenty of time to get me back.
so I still have 2 more to give to her, so
Booze, booze, booze.
all right, let's get this shit over with. I definitely just
I guess I could finish the one shot that I took. I left some in here because I'm a weak ass.
You know what, as a farewell, well, cheers. But
Yeah.
before we go, definitely make sure to check out our Instagram. It's tipsy_book_talks. That's where we post most of our everything. So definitely check that out. We'll be posting more Q&As, more get to know us, more everything.
Yeah, we have 5 spooky themed videos, so this is just one of 5. So we have plenty leading up to Halloween, and then the final one that is coming out on Halloween.
Yep.
We're very excited about it, obviously.
Oh my gosh.
I got skeleton shit. I was really digging it. So we're very excited about our spooky videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. We make really fun content, so if you haven't subscribed, I really don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, why are you here? Definitely
But
subscribe.
yeah, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
And cheers.